Hi, I'm Ken from Woodturners Wonders, and today I want to talk about our ultimate sanding kit. We have thousands of these out in the field and many satisfied customers. So I want to go over the different components, what they are, how many you get, how to best utilize them, how you can mount them for ease of use, and all the different ways to use them and to your advantage. So basically this whole system was composed of several different sanding pad holders. We have the 3-inch utilizing the Roloc system, and they go on with a twist of the wrist just like that, and they can be used on any size of our mandrels. And we have the 2-inch ones, which can go on a 2-inch mandrel, or you can take a 3-inch one if you like, put it on a 2-inch pad, and get a lot of extra flex in the corners, which is really nice when you're sanding bowls. We even have an optional 1-inch mandrel, which you can put on a 2 or a 3-inch pad and get all kinds of flex in those, which really makes it nice getting in the corners. So the kit consists of 5 of the 3-inch, 5 of the 2-inch, in addition to which you also get these interface or intermittent pads. They're 10 millimeters thick, and they provide some extra cushioning, if you like. You can add those to your sanding pad holder. You get 10 of these. You get you get 5 of the 3-inch and 5 of the 2-inch. And the last thing that comes with it is if you ever mess up one of them, we give you these repair kits. You get 5 of the 2-inch and 5 of the 3-inch repair kits, which you can replace very easily. Now this Velcro may wear off eventually, but it probably won't peel off the Velcro. I know, off the foam I mean. A lot of sanding pad holders out there do that. They separate here. You're not going to find that with these. They don't come apart like that. But if the Velcro ever finally dies on you, you can sand them flat, or you can simply chuck it up in your lathe, just stick it on your mandrel like that, put it in there, and you can shear it off with a skew, and then just take one of these other ones that have an industrial adhesive back on them, peel the paper off, stick it on, and you're back in business again. What makes these so beneficial and why they're so useful and why they last so long is because typically what happens is, you know, normally what we do is we have a typical sanding pad holder, and we put on the 80 grit, and we take it off, and then we put the 120 grit on, and then we take it off, and then we put the 180 grit on, then we rip it off. And before you know it, we've killed the Velcro on these things, okay? The whole concept of our ultimate sanding system is to keep a different grit of paper on each one of these. And I'll show you some configurations of ways to mount them near your lathe. And that way there you don't kill the Velcro, because once you put your 80 grit on there, or whatever grit this one happens to be, when you're done with it, all you're going to do is take it off and put it up on your board, grab the next grit, put it on, do your sanding with it, take it off, put it up on your board, and grab the next grit. So the only time the paper comes off is when you're ready to replace it. And that keeps these things lasting a really long time. I've had customers come up to me at wood turning symposiums and say, Ken, I bought this system from you 3 years ago. I'm still using every piece of it. Haven't had to replace anything. I love it. So that's why we sell a ton of them. The price is extremely good. You know, you're able to buy an industrial quality mandrel like this for under $6 when you buy the set. Now, as far as mounting the system, some people ask me, well, how do I do it? What do I do? I'm going to show you my system that I have in my shop here in a moment, which utilizes more than one kit. But the typical ultimate sanding kit that has the 10 pieces with it, this is all you need to do. You get yourself a piece of 1/8 thick masonite material, and you can lay it out any way you want, but this is the way I happen to lay this one out to show you. 9.5 inches wide, and 21.5 inches long. You can lay the pads out the way you want them, draw circles in them, and you drill a 5/16 hole. And after you drill the 5/16 hole, you put the sanding pad right on it, press on it a little bit, and screw it down. And these things are so tough, they will cut their own threads in the masonite. And then you can mount it near your lathe, wherever you like, up on the wall next to your lathe. You could frame it out somewhere and maybe utilize an arm or something on your lathe and have it hanging near your lathe. There's lots of different ways to do it. I've had customers send me a lot of creative ways that they've utilized this system and how they hung it up near their lathe. So it's pretty easy to do, and you'll be amazed at how well it works. You no longer will lose the sanding discs and the wood chips. They won't get sucked in the shop vac anymore, and you'll know where all your stuff is. You won't be digging through things to find the next 80 grit or the 120 grit. They'll all be mounted on a board for you. And these can be used in an electric drill. They can be used, like in our angle sander that we sell, or your own electric drill. They also work with the different 2-orbital sanders that we sell. You get an adapter with these sanders where these will screw right into it. They're 1/4x20 thread adapters. The mandrels are 1/4x20 also, and they come with a 2-inch shank. We also have 3, 4, and 6-inch shanks available if you want to get an extended reach on them. Very versatile kit. Our ultimate sanding kit will provide you years of service at a very low cost. Thank you very much.